Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Follow Your Stuff podcast. This is a series of podcasts that we are doing to dig into some of the trickier concepts in this book, which is published by Anik Press. My name is Kevin Sylvester.
And I'm Michael Holinka.
We are the co-authors of this book and also the book Follow Your Money, which both of them look at our economy and talk about where stuff goes when you buy it and how it was made. And today, it's just going to be not a difficult, in this podcast, not a difficult ethical question, more of an explainer of a key point in both of these books, which is net profit versus gross profit. Explain. You're the economist.
Sure. So when we talk about, let's just imagine that you wanted to set up a little business. You wanted to buy some t-shirts and you wanted to sell those t-shirts. Well, let's imagine that you bought 10 t-shirts and each t-shirt cost you $10 and you sold each t-shirt for $20. So it looks like, well, you had total sales of $200, you've spent $100. We would say then your gross profit in that particular case would be $100. It's the difference between what you paid for the t-shirts and what you sold them for.
So the gross profit in some ways means like the total profit that you have, like the pool to start off with.
Yes, between the difference between what you paid for something and what you sold for it, or what it cost you to make it and what you sold for it. Oh, but we're leaving out a couple of things. Is that when you sold those t-shirts, you had to, for example, take the subway or take the bus to get to a couple of different places. Well, so all of a sudden now you spent $10 on transportation. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot something else, is that you needed to, print some flyers to promote your business, and that cost you another $5. Oh, you brought a friend in to help, and you paid that friend $25 for the afternoon. Well, now your net profit is $50. So it looked like originally you made $100, but that's not counting everybody else who made money along the way. And that's really the difference between net profit and gross profit. So frequently people will look at the gross profit that somebody's made and think, oh boy, they're really making so much money. Mm-hmm. They're not factoring in all those other costs that really determine how much profit they made with that transaction or those series of transactions.
We came up with a way to show this when we do school visits, which is we would line up a row of kids.
Yes.
And we would give the first kid in the line like a big wad of cash, not real cash, but we give them a big wad of cash and we'd say, here, this is all the money you made. So that was sort of, I guess, the gross profit.
Exactly.
And then we'd say, okay, but now walk down the line. This is your lawyer. This is your government tax person.
Yes.
And by the time they got to the end of the line, everybody had a little bit. And the pile that the kids started off with was more, if they were lucky, it was like this. Sometimes they couldn't pay the last three kids in the,
exactly.
in the row,
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
So and maybe that's the next thing we should explain. So if we know a gross is like this, net is like this, what's we can also have net losses, right?
You could have net losses, but you could even, by the way, have a positive net profit, but not really, when you look at it from one perspective, really have made money. So let's take a look at this example about selling the t-shirts. So, what you do, you bought those t-shirts for $100. You've sold them all together for $200, but, you paid all these people along the way, so it looks like you've got $50 in your pocket. But what if you would have spent that time and that weekend, maybe cleaning up the backyard, and your parents would have paid you $75? Mm-hmm. Well, all of a sudden, the opportunity cost was really $25. So you could look at it now, no, I'm really not $50 ahead. I'm really $25 behind from where I could have been.
Wow.
So then if you take opportunity cost, all of a sudden the gross profit, net profit really isn't what you should be looking at. What you should be really looking at is the opportunity cost of what it cost you in order to earn that net profit. Was it positive or maybe was it negative?
That is very interesting. So again, even though I said right off the top, it seems like a simple kind of equation in a way, it's actually a really difficult concept and basic to a lot of what we're talking about.
It's critical to what we're talking about. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right. So there we go. That's net and gross, just a sort of a basic concept in our books. I would say that's a basic concept in both books.
Oh, it is a basic concept.
Follow Your Money and also Follow Your Stuff. You can find out more at anicpress.com. And that's it for this podcast. I'm Kevin Sylvester.
And I'm Michael Holinka.
Thanks for watching.